Level 85, amidst the apocalypse. Melio has information that should serve you well. Kazal made his home in Kama, a nearby residential area. What I gather, Kazal lived there since childhood and was known throughout the neighborhood. Kama, the name is new to me. How do we get there? I'll write down some directions. I cannot promise that you will find what you seek there, but if nothing else, it is a start. Come, let's see where this lead takes us. IT is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Graiatia behind by entering a different area by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. Wish to have Graiatia accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Ask for direction. Let's see, after leaving the main, we're to retrace our steps and head back towards the Aetheryte Plaza. From here, we ascend the stairs. Huge. Huge. Directions. This must be huge, in which case we should take the path leading southeast. Ask for direction. Keep going this way, we should arrive in Kama before long. Walking these unfamiliar streets is quite the adventure, is it not? I can only hope we explore Razatan at our leisure once this crisis has passed. This must be Kama. We've arrived at last. Let's begin questioning the residents without delay. No doubt someone here can tell us more about Causal. Given recent events, I imagine many are taking shelter indoors. There we go. Could you come back another time? I just woke up and I'm not exactly in the mood for idle chit-chat. Well, that's one way to avoid the panic, I suppose. Pardon our intrusion. You may not have noticed, but a great danger has come to Thavner. I encourage you to stay alert and prepare to flee the city should the situation turn dire. But before we leave you in peace, pray allow us to ask a question or two. Did you know a local merchant named Kalzal? If so, did you notice anything unusual about him recently? Kalzal, I know him. In fact, we spoke just the other day. Like many others, his business was doing poorly. Still, it seemed as though he'd managed to turn things around thanks to a generous order from Ruveda Fibers. Why, he was practically dancing in the streets. I haven't spoken with him since, but I assume it all went well. Jinabah might be able to tell you more, though. As I recall, he was one who brokered the arrangement. Jinabah Ruveda Fibers. Let's make a point to visit him after we've spoken with the other locals. he? Calls all you say. Yes, I've known him since he was a boy. If there was ever a man who was born to be a merchant, it was him. Always early to depart and late to return. He'd spend his days procuring the finest wares and seeking out willing customers. You could say it came to him as easily as breathing. Sadly, business was flagging of late. No surprise, really, what with how dangerous travel has become. He was cooped up in his house from dawn till dusk the other day, no doubt, racking his brain for a way to turn his fortunes around. Then at night I heard the door open. I looked out to see Ghazal sitting on a bench, his head hung low, a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. See, the situation must have been quite dire indeed. You notice anything else out of the ordinary? Nothing to speak of other than the troubles with his consortium. He was the same old Ghazal, cordial and honest like always. These questions you are asking, has something happened to him? He wasn't caught up in the terrible incident at the bazaar, was he? I don't travel much these days, but my daughters told me not to venture outside. Stuck in here as I am, I've heard little about the bazaar going on. Rest assured, the city is safe for now, but the situation may change without warning. I urge you to stay close to your daughter and be prepared to take refuge should the satrap order. If I am not mistaken, these stairs lead to Dharma. It is quite the sight, the red sky above. During the final days of yore, the heavens burned and the stars fell. Creation magics run amok. That was my assumption when I saw Amaroth. The ancients believed the same, that the terror of a single powerful individual was the cause of their calamity. Yet those self-same horrors now manifest themselves before our eyes. What could it be that sets the heavens aflame and turns ordinary men into beasts? Yeah, I thought they had said that the creation magic was the reason that all the beasts came to life, but I suppose that's the case. And wept. Discuss Ruveda fibers. They're forming silkworms. This must be Ruveda fibers, where we should find Jinba. Hurry, I say, there's no time to waste. Pardon me, but you are in charge of buying and selling here, yes? We have a few questions that we'd like to. I'm sorry, but I simply don't have time to chat. If you haven't noticed, we have our hands full at the moment. We must carry all our wares and equipment to safety before those accursed beasts return. In case might we be of assistance? Perhaps we could speak when the job is done. Very well. You can start by helping us move our equipment. Ask the others what to put at where. And you can carry our fabrics. Go through that door and speak with Kamala. She'll tell you the rest. Remember, these textiles are our livelihood. Handle them with care. This area is for employees only. Out, out. What's that? You've come to help. Oh, praise be Mindaruva. Kind stranger, I welcome your assistance. On your way here, you passed 3 storehouses, yes? I'd like you to carry that small crate to Nabrafal by the storehouse near the hatchery. Crate of clothing is from Manua. The massive crate there goes to Zamera by the middle storehouse. Watch your back with that one. Those are all the crates we have ready. Once they've been delivered, consider your work here complete. We have a limited time to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location and begin anew. Where are they? Great, is it? Then you've come to the right place. We thank you for your aid. Thought we'd have to go a bit further. If you have any crates of finished products such as carpets, clothing, and the like, pray bring them here to our primary storehouse. Crate full of clothing, is it? I can take that off your hands. Many thanks for the delivery. I say you're quite the brawny one, aren't you? A good thing that. Never know when you'll need to defend yourself in these unpredictable times. Crate full of fabrics, is it? Exactly what I was hoping to receive. Here, let me put that away for you. Carried all the crates to the storehouse, as you say, and so quickly, too. Why, I've never seen anyone so strong. I and my associates will see to the rest, so please return to Jimbaha and assure him our work is proceeding apace. Tell the truth, we're grateful for this distraction. Too many terrible happenings of late, but generous souls like yourself give me hope that we may emerge from this trial even stronger. I pray we meet again in more peaceful times. I just know I'm butchering these names. Done as I asked, have you? If Kamala is satisfied with your work, then so am I. You have done us a great favor, traveler. I too have delivered the instruments and apparatus entrusted to me. You both have my thanks. With our wares safely stored away, we'll not lose any more to those fiends. I take it that your establishment did not escape the attack unscathed? We did not. Thankfully, most of our workers had already left for the day, but those of us still here saw it all. We looked to the burning skies in confusion, and then, before we could even begin to make sense of it, a hideous creature burst through the door, shrieking. We ran for our lives, but one of my colleagues was not so fortunate. He cried out a scream of such agony, such terror, and in the next instant he too sprouted fearsome claws. The sight of it caused another fellow to panic, and then he too transformed. I'm sorry, there was something you wanted to ask? Indeed, you knew the merchant Kalzal, did you not? I believe he had some dealings with your establishment. Kalzal, know him well. We'd arranged for his consortium to deliver a large shipment of fabrics, but in the end we received a better offer and had to turn him down. I understand his business is struggling, but so is ours. Another of our most reliable trading partners agreed to transport the goods for a much smaller commission, and we'd have been fools to refuse. Felt terrible for withdrawing the offer, but you must understand we simply had no choice. Tried to put on a brave face when I delivered the news, but his dejection and despair were plain as day. He said he'd discuss it with his associates, but I could tell he'd all but given up hope. Dejection and despair. You remember what we saw in Vanaspati, yes? Soldiers and jungle dwellers pushed to the very brink, turning into beasts one after the next. Seeing the same phenomena occurred here, the poor craftsmen attacked by the fiends as well as those that witnessed it, all undergoing the change. The fact that everything began with Kalzal, by all accounts, it was he who suffered the most profound and piercing despair. Wait, could that be it? That such intense emotions were what triggered his transformation? Much remains unclear, but I believe we are drawing closer to an answer. At any rate, we must discuss our findings with the others. Level 85, Amidst the Apocalypse, complete. Level 85, Beyond the Depths of Despair. Ra'ati is eager to share all you have learned with your companions. We were to reconvene with the others in front of Megadula, were we not? That should be just outside. Any luck, they will have already returned from their own investigations. My friend, we must take our leave. I pray that your establishment is spared further tragedy, but remember, your lives are far more precious than any wares. If you are ordered to flee, do so without hesitation. Indeed, I thank you for your concern and pray you two take care as well. The weather. Apocalypse. That's pretty good.
There you are. You've spoken with the survivors.
Indeed. We thought to share what we have gleaned, that we might together gain a greater understanding of present circumstances.
Fortuitous timing. Alize and I completed our own investigations not long ago.
Then we should take a moment to compare notes. Shall we begin with the two of you?
So the merchant Karzal was gravely concerned about his business in the days preceding his untimely end.
He killed by capitalism?
The tales we heard were much the same. The first victims to be changed into blasphemies were all overcome with anguish of one manner or another. Then those who saw their loved ones stolen before their eyes succumbed to a similar panic, setting in motion a chain of transformations.
Fear, unease, despair. These negative feelings serve as a catalyst.
If so, then it is not unlike the calamity that befell the ancients. With their creation magics, they unwittingly gave form to untold horrors. Had they simply lost control, surely it would have manifested in many forms, not all of them monstrous. Yet somehow, this phenomenon is triggered solely by the darkness in their hearts, a common thread with what we now witness.
Common, but not identical. While the beasts the ancients faced were forged with magic alone, those of today are born of sentient beings. Why remains to be seen, but there is one fundamental difference between us and our predecessors. Our souls are sundered, whereas theirs were not. Perhaps that single variable makes all the difference.
If I may, there was another detail that troubled me. We have it on good authority that Karl Zahl's transformation took place before the skies began to burn.
What? If that's true, then the situation's more dire than we realized. It means even if there's no ominous sign presaging the final days, anyone, anywhere, has the potential to become a beast. Even in lands we thought safe, even as we speak.
That's not helpful.
Look! It's the Satrap! The Satrap!
heavens!
My countrymen, I am relieved and heartened to see you strong and safe. While the danger has not yet passed, far from it, allow me to assure you that the beasts that raged within the city walls have been exterminated to the last. Outside this sanctuary, the brave men and women of the Radiant Host and our dragon ally continue to battle our unholy foes. I pray these tidings put your minds at ease and help you calm your hearts. Have faith that we shall soon conquer this terrible trial.
Your Excellency, is there any word from Palaka's stand? My grandson was bound for there yesterday, and I worry for his life.
We are still awaiting a report, but I promise you, as soon as I have aught to share...
Your Excellency, I bring grave news.
You are?
I'm Matsya of Akyali, a humble fisherman.
Ah, I remember you from our first visit.
Wait, you're... But no, that can wait. When the skies turned red, I set off for Palaka's stand, fearing for the safety of a friend. But as I drew near the village, I saw dreadful beasts all about.
No! Gods have mercy! Your Excellency! Save my grandson, I beg of you!
We will spare no effort to save all we can, but you must remain calm.
Calm? You tell me to be calm? You saw those beasts? They tore our bravest warriors limb from limb! What if we are too late, huh? They catch him, sink their fangs into him? The fangs! Oh, the screams!
Get away from her, now!
Granny's gone. I got chain reaction.
Damn it! We've got to kill them before it spreads.
We'll handle this. See the townspeople to safety.
Run as fast as you can!
Bam. That's funny.
My soul.
Enough! You must run. For their sake and your own. Yes, you will survive. You must.
Ocean.
Be strong, my friends! Fear not, for we will defeat these abominations! Brave men and women of the Radiant Host, lend your Stola and Thancred your aid. Let not a single beast escape. The rest of you, flee this place. Carry the wounded if you must. Head indoors or underground. Above all, stay calm. No beast will follow you. We will see to that.
Alphino! Alice! Leave the city to us, and make for Palaka's stand at once! Matsya, show my friends to the village. I promise you, they're more capable than the host's finest.
Right. Go with them, will you?
Okay.
We will save these people. As many as we can.
We must save Palaka stand, whatever it takes. Matsya, it pains me to put you in harm's way, but I would ask your aid as well. Of course, Palaka stand is not far, just down that hill. As I told His Excellency before, the path was blocked by terrible creatures. I had no choice but to turn back. In that case, this is what we shall do. Asa, you take the lead and dispatch any beast you encounter. Alize and I will keep Matsya hidden amidst the trees and follow when the path is clear. There's no telling what dangers await us. Keep your eyes peeled. Use my primals. Way the right. It cannot be. We must heal those we can and quickly. I see no beast, but stay on your guard. Villager has no pulse, nor do they appear to be breathing. Cooling body has already begun to stiffen. Massive wounds suggest the villager was gored by a terrible beast. But the villager's injuries do not appear to be life-threatening. He does not respond to your efforts. His breathing grows more ragged and shallow, and his vacant eyes are those of a man who has lost the will to live. Even if I wake, the nightmare goes on. No, leave me to sleep. Call out, but the man does not respond. Here, maybe? Behind here. Always behind the building. Have you come to help us? Too late, my family, my friends. Are these the only villagers who survived? I can only hope others managed to flee, but if the rest have been turned to beasts by the 12, let us do what we can to see the damage spreads no further, and no matter what comes, we must keep our spirits high, lest we ourselves suffer a similar fate. Level 85, Beyond the Depths of Despair, complete. Level 85, That We Might Live. Alphinaud is determined to offer the villagers what succor he can. I can tend to the rest. Pray look after Matsuya. No doubt what we have seen here weighs heavier on his heart than ours. Oh, Zilly. This is Uravet, the elder here. He is hurt, but praise be to the sisters, he still lives. Like Conrad. Young Matsuya here has told me everything. I have not the words to express my gratitude for your aid. When the heavens began to burn, we were afraid, but did our best to carry on as we always have done. Till today, when those unholy beasts came pouring into our village, a flood of midnight and death. There are no words to describe what followed. Men and women I have known since they were babes, struck down by the creatures only to rise again to join the murderous horde in the guise of those same hideous fiends. In the chaos, a handful of our villagers fled for their lives. I can only hope they have found their way to safety. Matsuya, do you perchance remember Karasaf and Mevan, the young couple who always bought your freshest catches? How could I forget, Elder? When I first came to peddle my wares, desperate to eke out a living, they showed me such kindness. Others shunned me as an outsider, as is their way, but Karasef and Mevan bought my fish and sung its praises. They turned my fortunes around. Alas, I fear they are in terrible danger. I saw them running towards the Gama temple, one of the beasts in close pursuit. They had their child, still but a tiny babe. To elude these fiends while carrying what for one so young is impossible task. Surely, I beg of you, go to their aid. I want to help them, yet I am but a fisherman. I cannot face beast on my own. Will you come with me? Oh, thank you. Agama Tipple lies to the west of here. We must hurry. Location. Four bowls. Temple is just ahead. It was built by those who worship Saint Agama, but has sadly fallen into disrepair in recent years. My friends made it this far. No doubt they are hiding somewhere amidst the ruins. No, please, stay back. That was Karasov. Oh, no, this is not good. I'll take a look. Please do. The cry came from the ruins. You must hurry. Man lies motionless on the ground, bearing a grievous wound. I'm sorry, I tried to stay behind, but I couldn't. No, it cannot be. Someone, anyone. My arm's so heavy and my legs, I cannot feel my legs. My wife fled with our daughter. Need to find them, need to be with them. Need. Karasov, no, Karasov, you must stay strong. More time, I thought I had. I don't want to die. Speak to Karasov, dry Karasov's tears. Thank you. Please find them. Avon still lives and she has her child. I must search the jungle between here and Palakistan. There is nowhere else she could have gone, I think. Forgive me, Karasov. Once we have saved your wife and child, we will return and lay you to rest. See no tracks or other signs of recent travel. Mavon and the child must be elsewhere. Awful breath. We'll find him. Mevon and her daughter came through this area recently. You see no evidence of their passing. And maybe we won't find him. Do you see any sign of them? I found nothing. Perhaps a beast have chased him further from the village. Oh, gods above, I beseech you, pray deliver Mavon and her little one to us to safety. Oh, 85, that we might live. Meanwhile, in the skies above Thevnair,
no more enemies to trouble us here.
It's me. How fare you below?
Understood. I will inform Vritra.
Chaos and panic sweep Raz-at-Han, and many more have succumbed to the transformations. Amidst the fray, Ahawan fell, protecting a grief-stricken father. My friends fight alongside your Radiant host to secure the capital. Beasts have been sighted in Palakistan as well. We have divided our forces in hopes of quelling the threat there. Of small solace is that we now know what triggers the transformation. As my companions tell it,
so it is the very fear and despair in their hearts which inflict this abhorrent punishment upon them. A nightmare from which my children will never awake. O capricious and cruel fate, they are undeserving of such condemnation.
will you wallow in sorrow or rise to the occasion? Raz-at-Han is leaderless. Before he passed, Ahawan sought to reveal the truth to his people. Honor his wishes.
To what end? To breed a new conflict between dragon and man? These claws could reduce thee to shreds with a touch. These jaws crush thy bones to dust. Only through my proxy could I walk with my children. Without him, I am a bringer of fear.
so?
Only in death were Hraesvelgr and Shiva united. Indeed, whenever man and dragon have come together, death has ever been the inevitable result. It was our fear of your kind that sparked a nigh-endless war. Fear and hate of which Nidhogg drank deep as he laid waste to my homeland. And in turn, I took my revenge on his brood. Blood for blood, pain for pain. I thought nothing of theirs, only of mine. And yet, were the chasm between us too vast and too deep, Hraesvelgr would not have borne Isael to battle and our rescue. He would never have entrusted a mortal champion with one of his eyes. And the Dragonsong War would still rage on. And I would still wage a never-ending war of violence and vengeance. The future of our star be damned. I cannot speak for Ahawan's greater goals. Yet I know that he served you, served your people, long and true. In this time of unprecedented crisis, he turned to you. You could do worse than to place your trust in him. It will not be easy, but the future of Radzidhan hangs in the balance. We have company. I am ready. The hour has come, Vritra. It's all or nothing!
Level 85. When all hope seems lost, Matsuya cannot help but fear the worst. If Mavon fled deeper into the jungle, she and her child are in grave danger. Whatever are we to do? Gods have mercy. You must try to stay calm, Matsuya. You cannot let fear consume you. Do you want to turn into a beast like the others? Try and calm him down. But how can I at a time like this? They could be dead. So if I allow myself to be overcome by this fear, I too might become a beast. I am not sure I understand, but I will do my best. I've seen to the wounded. How did the two of you fare? Did you find your friends? We found one of them. I see. In that case, let us help you find the mother and child. Before we leave, we must ensure the village will be safe in our absence. Alize and I will patrol the area and search for more beasts. Could you and Matsuya speak with the elder Yerev yet? Pray explain to him the situation and join us as soon as you are able. We will save Mavon and her child. We can do that much for Karaseth. I'm heartened to see you both safe, but what of the family? We found Karaseth, but he... Say no more, I understand. We have lost another of our dear friends. Karaseth may be gone, but there is still hope for Mavon and their child. Please find them, I beg of you. And if in your search you come across anyone else who escaped the slaughter, pray tell them what has happened. I will do my best to keep the villagers safe and their spirits high. Come, let us rejoin your friends at once. I'm pleased to report the vicinity appears to be beast-free, no doubt thanks to your earlier efforts. With that, let us resume our search for your friend and her child. Where should we begin, Matsya? If we follow Sirota south, we will arrive at Perusa Temple. It is a sacred place where people go to commune with the divinities. It's possible that Mevon sought shelter there, and perhaps other villagers as well. And it's settled. Matsya, stay close to me, alright? You two, take the lead. Keep an eye out for beasts and anyone in need of help. Very well, we make for Perusa, quickly as we are able, with me. Thank you, I thought I was done for. Mevon, she's a friend of mine too, but I have not seen her. I'll still be out there somewhere trying to avoid the beast, and with her child. Gods, worry not for me, I can make my way back to the village on my own. Wait, Perusa lies just up ahead, but something terrible has happened. Beasts have come and many have already been killed. Alphinaud and Alizé have gone to do what they can, but there are so many more. More than I can count. You must be ready. Yeah, 3 spots. This beast, I guess. Right. Everything's following. Easy way up there. I just gotta go around it. There you are. How fare the others? I see you've seen all the beasts in sight. In that case, let's have everyone gather in front of the temple. Quite a few of them.
Courage, friend. The pain will pass.
Has anyone seen Mevan? Where could she be?
We've dealt with all the blasphemies, and made certain no villagers are still in hiding.
Good work. We've otherwise tended to the wounded as best we can.
What will become of us?
Help is on the way, surely. We may have to abandon our homes now, but we will return someday.
But where can we go? Is anywhere even safe?
That I cannot say.
Well, I can. Nowhere's safe. Run all you like, but there's no escaping these things. And even if I could, it's too late for my family.
This isn't good. The more they dwell on the tragedy, the more likely we are to lose them too.
My friends, this is a place of worship. Should your heart quake with sadness, cast your mind to the heavens and remember. Remember the teachings of the old gods. Did they not implore us to stand fast when waves of sorrow break against our shores?
Know this, my children. There is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. To drink of calamity and drown in anguish. To toil and be tested, always and ever.
'Tis a perilous path you walk. Death lurks in the dark, and is the sole promise that awaits at journey's end. You will tremble with terror. You will weep tears of anger and despair.
But do not avert your eyes. See your life for what it is. Then will you see how the hardships make you strong.
Every doubt reforged as scales for your armor. Every agony to temper your blade.
Thank you, lad. We'd almost forgotten who we are. My undying gratitude to you as well, my friends. You were searching for Mevan, no? We must return home. I pray you help the boy find his friend.
Gladly. We dispatched what beasts we could, but the roads are still dangerous. Stay together and go in safety.
was very impressive, what you did back there. Those words seem to resonate with your people.
They should. They were the first spoken unto our ancestors by the divinity of legend. I'm easily upset, and fish are wont to flee a temperamental hand, so I recite the teachings over and over to calm myself.
They're lovely and inspiring to hear, though I imagine they were born of great misfortune.
They are born of life. There's as much bad as good in it. More, many would attest. All the more reason to appreciate the good when you can.
I won't argue with that.
In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow.
And with that, let us see if we can't find Mervyn. Did you see? That beast was chasing someone.
After it. Level 85, when all hope seems lost.